Dobar dan. Do manastira ne znam da li se je udobno
Tam da vi zapravo.
do centra nekada kada je poblizu.
Na Raskolu je poblizu.
Dobre, da. A poslije obratno imali slučajno?
Ima se vrštam веднага в 2:30.
Aha,
3 bez 20, но ти нема можеш да успееш.
покъсно май.
По-късно е в 6:30.
6:30, добре.
7 без 20 татъка нека.
Добре, добре.
6:30, 7 без 20.
Май сигурно 6:30.
Да,
То се чака, реći.
е идеално.
7 без 20 нека.
Има време.
Бързо.
Той ги нямаше само време да бяга и бали.
So I have been dropped off here as the bus continues to Yamna, which is a village farther on. I've actually driven on this road, but I just kind of forgot to pass by the monastery. I think I either missed a sign or I didn't know about it. It's 6 years ago, whatever. So the time to go is right now, as good as any other time, I guess. Now there's nothing wrong with traveling like this by public transport and doing a bit of improvisation. In fact, this is how you best get to know the country. And the routes, the paths, the trails, everything. Now and then I get comments on my Facebook. People ask, isn't it expensive to travel like this? I say, well, no. I work in IT, so I can afford stuff in the first place. Second of all, I can't afford to buy a new car, for example, and I just don't want to. I travel cheap because I like it, but it doesn't mean I don't enjoy myself. Like, I don't cut back on restaurants, but transportation is quite affordable in Bulgaria, so make good use of it. Then there's this guy from the US, whatever. Not gonna name names, but he replies to a Bulgarian saying, well, for this guy it's not expensive because he has a lot of money. It's a very rude comment, because you can't look in people's wallets. The comment is just out of line, so it's none of anybody's business. And if it comes to it, I haven't been fed with a golden spoon. I fight for every cent I make. So essentially for 7 years here, until I get rid of my student loans, I live paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes getting through the month, at the end only having a few food vouchers left. That's how I lived, with 0 reserves. Now I paid off my loans and I'm starting to build my future. And being cautious with money. But do I have a lot of money or am I rich? No. I'm rich in the sense that I'm free. It's a whole other wealth and sort of being rich. And I immediately blocked this guy off my Facebook. Like, I'm all for free speech and discussion on my page. But don't go talking about how much money I have. It's none of anybody's business. And it's not only that, but it's a sort of a little bit of jealousy in a sense. And it's not just that. The guy's been posting on some of my videos earlier, for example, where I speak Bulgarian, and saying that I read from a paper or something. that essentially it's not my own Bulgarian, not improvised. But well, it is. Everything I speak is improvised, and the guy claimed it's not the case. So I just thought, well, hell with it. I don't want anything to do with him. Blocked him. I look up his YouTube page. There's one video where he speaks Bulgarian, and it is so awful that I thought, this guy isn't actually critically trying to improve my Bulgarian, but just trying to tear it apart, just for fun, let's say. His Bulgarian was so awful, it was like Dobar dan prijatelji, and Iskam davi blagodarya, something like this. It was awful. It's not to say that I didn't understand him or that he didn't do any effort, but people are way out of line criticizing you or me, for example, why they themselves don't have a clean slate or don't have themselves in check. On the way to the Atropole Monastery. It is 50 minutes back, the path where I initially tried, the muddy path, back to Atropole. But I now came by bus. It's a bit far on foot, but I have the time. We'll see how I eventually get back. But the goal was to see the place, which we will succeed, I guess. And just chill out. I even have my swimming trunks with me, in case I get to a sort of spa hotel, maybe in Ribarica, but I have no idea. Just walking along the path, and it would definitely have been easier to have a car, but I don't mind in particular. Eventually you get there, and just back in some more movement even. And this is it, the monastery of Atropole. It is in a bit of the same style as the other grand monasteries of Bulgaria, a natural type of stone. And around it you have the wooden accommodation where the nuns, priests, and the people who inhabit this place live. This is either new, yeah, it must be new, or renovated very well. This part. There is water here, as in any other monastery. That's why partly they were founded near water in the first place. And you see the other establishment over there, a bit older. Bulgaria has some very pretty monasteries. I haven't been to this one. I've been to the other important ones, Rila, Trojan, Bachkovo. I like all of them, but my favorite is probably Rozen in the south of Bulgaria. Been to Klisura. Yeah, second favorite is probably Trojan. But all of them are special in their own place. First place for me is Rozen.